Technology in the classroom. Are online databases beneficial to both the students and the professors? Would traditional methods of teaching, like teaching through paper worksheets, be better for the learning process? Are internet mediums more subject to difficulties than more traditional methods like paperwork? If professors choose to use a certain database in their teaching, should they do things like dedicating a class to the steps on how to access such a course? In certain chemistry courses, you are required to do a portion of your work through an online database. In order to acquire this website, students are required to purchase an access code. Unfortunately, I was one of the many students whose codes were not working. When consulting the professor, his response was basically, tough luck. The problem was so prevalent that the professor pushed the due date back several weeks because a majority of his class had not even registered for the online database, Mastering Chemistry, by the time of the due date. Many of the students were becoming frustrated because no one knew why they could not access the website, and the professor did not seem to really care. Eventually, students discovered that, in their efforts to save a few dollars, they purchased an invalid code because they did not purchase one from the stamp bookstore on campus. Other book holders had access codes with the same ISBN numbers, but the access codes were invalid to register for the website under this specific class. The University of Maryland only had the codes from the stamp bookstore in its system, so the class would only accept codes from the stamp store. When the students found out the problems, they had to go through the complications of returning the already used codes and getting the right ones. Also, there was little time left on the assignment, so the students had to rush to submit their work in time. To avoid unnecessary conflicts such as this one, professors should use simpler methods of assignments like worksheets, or they should ensure that all students can access and register for the site before assigning work. It could be argued that I, along with all of the other students that had complications, am responsible for this dilemma because I did not purchase my access codes from the safest source, being the stamp bookstore. It could also be argued that the professors are to blame for these difficulties because they choose unstable methods that make the grading process easier over stable methods which require more time.